And just one more thing. We spent the whole show at the Grand Gulf Nuclear Power Station yesterday. Well, they didn't name it Grand Gulf, just, pull a name out of thin air. It's the name of an extinct river town nearby. And most of what's left in that town of Grand Gulf is included in a state park today.
The Mississippi River giveth, and the river taketh away. It was because of the river that Grand Gulf located where it did, on the high bluffs above the confluence of the Mississippi and the Big Black, and the perfect spot for a river port till it wasn't anymore. An unexpected river flood washed away about 50 blocks of the town on the flats down below the bluff. Yellow fever, carried by mosquitoes, got their share of the town. A tornado took out quite a bit, and if that weren't enough, Union General Grant tried to land his flotilla here during the Vicksburg campaign. The guns up on the bluff were too much for the boats, so they landed further downstream at Bruinsburg, at which time Grant promptly marched back on dry land to Grand Gulf and burned it. So much of what survived all of that is included in Grand Gulf State Park today. There's what they call the Spanish House here because it was built back in the 1700s while Spain was still dabbling in this area. In its front yard was Civil War Fort Wade, from which the Confederates held off the Union naval landing. Sacred Heart Catholic Church has been relocated here from another almost extinct river town, Rodney, as has an old log dog trot house. And the museum at Grand Gulf Park is interesting, with loads of Civil War relics, the autographs of the first president of the United States, George Washington, and the only president of the Confederacy, Jefferson Davis. Much of the history of the town is etched in stone on the grave markers of those who didn't survive the floods and plagues, and tornadoes and wars. It's a wonder anything's left here at all, but it's really quite a nice place to visit. And it's all just a mile or so beyond the Grand Gulf Nuclear Power Plant in Claiborne County, Mississippi.